Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, last video, we were in Yukon looking at wolves, preparing for the new content to drop within the first week of December coming up. And wolves are a moderately sized predator to go after. I figured they're a pretty good target. Something not super big, and not super small, not something super hard or super easy to go after. But today, we're going to be kicking back and taking things a little slower, a little more simple, a little easier. Today we're back on Layton. We're going to be looking at blacktail deer. Or maybe if we see a whitetail in passing, we'll take a whitetail down, but today's primary focus is deer. Layton Lake, in my opinion, is the premier tutorial map for the Hunter Call of the Wild. It is a very good basic map to get started and try to figure out like the mechanics, what to do, what to look for, where to look, where to aim, where to shoot, etc, etc, etc. So in essence, I think Layton Lake is one of the easiest maps to hunt on with the easiest prey to look for. So we're going to start here today. Now, thanks to my hunting escapades from last episode, I'm going to have to run in here and grab some more ammo, so give me just one moment. It seems some whitetail are already in the vicinity, so I cannot wait to get started. So our loadout for today, obviously for blacktail and whitetail deer, we're going to be using the 308. But I have the 22 LR, I have the Varminter rifle, I have the 308, and I have the 300 mag tactical. Now, as for blacktail, they're found on the right side of this river here, mostly, and then they're at these little lakes here in the middle. And whitetail are going to be found along the left here and down here. So it's pretty straightforward. They're pretty cut up through the middle. So it just depends on what area of the map we're in at the right time. Blacktail drink from 1600 to, I'm pretty sure it's 2000. So we should be well within the time frame. It's 1653. Oh, actually, there's a doe. So maybe we got called by a buck. There's a black bear too, but I'm not worried about her. We got called by a buck in this area here. Oh my gosh, that's him. How puny. I think we're gonna pass on him. Things are already off to a good start. I'm already spotting deer. I haven't even left this outpost here. So where we're gonna start, I feel we should start here at the bottom and work our way up and to the right. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get started. Oh, there's a coyote here. Now I'm not gonna be able to spot him, I think, through the thick brush, but I'm gonna try. I'm also not in the markets for coyote anymore. Not really a big, important reason why. Oh, I might be after that one actually. I just feel like hunting them is a lot harder than I thought it would be, harder than I anticipated. They're very, 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 excruciatingly small prey. And my eyesight, I guess, is just deteriorating, but I have trouble seeing them, spotting them, shooting them. So I'm not gonna go out of my way to find coyotes, but if we come across one and it's a decent size, then I will take it. I learned my lesson from trying to find a diamond fox, and after spending so much time looking for a diamond fox, that was arguably one of the hardest diamonds I've ever had to look for or fight for. So I've learned my lesson. I'm not looking for coyotes. I'm seeing a big blood splatter, so at least we hit the coyote appropriately and we didn't maim the shot. He also didn't make it very far. Very good indicator that it was indeed a vital shot. Let's see what he scores. 52.72. That's not a bad score at all for a coyote. 56.87 is diamond. 48.94 is gold. There's also a bear somewhere around here. It's always a female bear. I'm not interested. I already have a diamond black bear. Well, if I had been any more to the left on this shot, I probably would have hit the top of the heart there, maybe scraped the other lung as well. So that wasn't a terrible shot. It could have been a lot better, but considering this is the angle that we had just about, give or take a couple degrees to the left, we did our best with what we had. And I actually think I'll take him. I do think I'll taxidermize them and put them in the gold lodge, because I don't have a whole lot of nice scoring coyotes, so they're very, very hard to hunt for, in my opinion. I'm already getting distracted, and I'm already on the wrong side of the lake here. We need to be more on this side, looking this direction here, so that we can see them on the right. So we need to get back into focus mode. Well, we've made it back up the river here. We initially started down here, and then I realized, wait, they're actually not that far. They don't spawn that far down. They don't drink that far down. They actually drink up through here, along the right side here, and all over here. You know what I mean? So they do not come down here. They come up here. that being said, I've already found us a nice looking herd here. Off the bat, I'm seeing a level 4 over here, and there's a level 4 right here too. He's clearly the smaller buck, scoring a max of 156, and this one has a max of 161. There's some more blacktail, but like they're coming in. They're all just does, unfortunately. There's also a 2 minor here. There's another 2 minor, and I'm not very interested in those, of course. I'm not interested in the does or the smaller bucks, but I do like what I see. I'm liking the bigger bucks there, the level 4s. There's a moose somewhere down here that I'm also not interested in. Sorry, good luck, Charlie. We just need to be aware, and we need to be careful, because blacktail are going to consistently be, now that we're in the area that we are now, on my right. They're all going to be on the right. So me going over here is an effort to get across the lake, so I have a better viewpoint of where they're going to be along this stretch of water. It probably would have been in my best interest to grab a collar to try to lure them to me, because this vantage point is not my most favorite, but we're going to try to make do with what we have. So bear with me and we'll get there. So we don't have a good sight from where we are on the smaller level 4, but here is the bigger level 4. I'm going to go ahead and take this shot. I'm going to 0 for 82 and aim just a little high. Okay, there's the small level 2. Where's the level 4 going? There he is. Let's see where he's gonna go, or if he'll turn. That may not have been a good shot. Oh, that was! Damn! Alright! Now, as far as I know, there were not any other black-tailed deer over here on my right. In fact, there's a whitetail zone here, and I have no idea why. They don't usually drink on this side. They're all over here on the left. There also should be, like, over here in the bend, there's more blacktail, so we need to also watch out for that and be careful of that. Other than that, that's really all that's going on now, so let's go pick up our deer. Alrighty, here's blacktail number 1. 150.29, diamond is 177.58, and gold is 134.44. So this is pretty in the middle, pretty close. That's about average. I don't mind. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think I have really any gold blacktail in the Gold Lodge, so I will be taking him home with us today. But in reality, while he might be a decent-sized buck for his size, like his score, his difficulty, he's not really anything much to write home to mom about, you know. Don't get me wrong, he's a pretty buck, but we are after the best of the best of the best, you feel me? And, wow. That could have been a tiny bit lower. I could have aimed a little bit lower. But that's okay, because that's about as center lung as we could have gotten from where we were. So this will work. I'm already seeing really good signs here, because that is a vital hit blood splatter. So we nailed a vital organ on the run, which is crazy. This guy was actually bigger, but not by much. 151.60. Again, 177.58 is diamond, and 134.44 is gold. So the first shot on the trot, we were trying to account for distance and didn't really do a great job, if I'm being honest. We definitely underestimated his distance from us. It was from 202 yards away. So, of course, it hit him right there in the belly. But on the run, oh my god, we wrecked his whole shit. We wrecked his whole shit, and we were aiming like way out here. That's crazy. We ended up, it looks like it's mostly liver and lung, but somehow we got the intestines involved. So, that's crazy. Not a bad wow, that's a weird angle. It was definitely not the cleanest, but this last shot here made up for all of that mess. So, that'll work. Alrighty, we're still in the dead center of prime drinking time for blacktail, and we are further up the river here, but it doesn't seem as if there's anything too crazy out here so far. Just a little bit of ducks and a couple does. That's pretty much all I've been seeing so far at this part of the river. That duck has a max of 18, 19 is diamond, so we're definitely going to leave him alone. There's also some females down here, but again, they're pretty far distance out. Same as these does that are over here. Although, since we're below 300, they all should have spawned in by now. I'm pretty sure that's all they have going for them over there. I'm not too sure about this zone just yet. We're going to inch a little bit closer and hopefully we'll see something cool. It only appears that there's these two here, but it's in such a tricky spot because you see where like the river kind of, it's kind of like a jagged corner piece here. Like it comes in a little bit. There could be more hiding back there that I can't see, which is going to suck because I have no way of getting closer without spooking them. I think that duck right there actually is piebald, but that one too, over here I think. I could be wrong. This one looks more white than the other one over here. So, but then again, piebald stopped being a super rare fur type, or I guess plumage type, for mallard not very long ago, so I'm not going to stress about it super bad. I already have a diamond mallard anyway, and he's a piebald, so... Oh, do you see the rack on that? Either I'm crazy, or that blacktail deer has a wicked rack. Oh, he's just a 3. I'm not going to worry about it. That's the weird thing about blacktail versus whitetail. A diamond whitetail is a level 3. I know they're a smaller variation. They're a smaller buck when it comes, like when you compare them to blacktail. But blacktail go to level 5, and like diamonds for blacktail are level 5, and their rack isn't nearly as, I'm going to use the wrong word here. They're not usually as like, oh, how would I describe it? Expressive? I don't know. That's not the right word at all. Expressive is not the right word. There's not, when it comes to blacktail, they have much fewer tines in their antlers in their spread than whitetail do. It looks like I was correct. This zone for blacktail only had 2 females, so I'm not gonna sit around and mope about scaring them off. There were no bucks here. The only buck that I've seen along this stretch of the river so far. Oh. I stand corrected. Wait just a moment. Oh, he's tiny. He's a baby. Never mind. We're not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna worry about it. This guy is the bigger buck, albeit he's not a very high scoring buck. He's not a very big one at all, like I thought he was gonna be. I do want to take him out though, just in case he respawns into something bigger. I was right. That mallard is piebald. You can see its giant white head there. Oh, there's a blacktail right in front of us, like 70 yards. I need to sit still. I didn't think they were this common along this side of the river. This is weird. Wow. Well, I'm going to try to make as little noise as possible, and I'm going to try to inch as close to this foliage as I can. And hopefully I'm not going to scare this buck off, because I at least want to get a good, like, sight of him. I want to see what he looks like, because he could be a pretty big buck. Oh, that's him. I knew it. Well, I mean, while I'm here, I might as well. I can't really see him all that well. Okay, so he is facing away from me. There's another male right there ahead of me. Just barely ahead of me. And I can't see him. He wouldn't be warning calling me if he didn't have an inkling of it. Oh, shit. I was moving too much and I scared him off. Okay, let me see. Okay, there's a 3. There's another 3. There's another 3. There's a lot of 3s here. A lot of 3s. 119, 134, 106. Yeah. I'm gonna try. Oh, hurry, 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 hurry. Nice. Okay, that works. Let me see. Max of 179. That's the one we shot. 179. I'm not sure how big that other buck was, but it would have been nice to know. So this guy over here is attentive. He's a little scared, as he should be. I'm sure he heard me running. I'm gonna try to take him down while he's out here. He's a pretty far off distance away, and he's quartered away from me, but we're gonna try to make this happen. Maybe? Yeah, that was a good shot. Okay, cool. That worked out. Where did my buck go? Alright, let's see what he scores. A silver 118.62. He's a level 3, so he's like, you know, that's obvious. That's the middle of between 1 and 5. That makes more sense for him to be silver. Oh, so not only did we somehow not hit that other lung, but we made it into the liver somehow. The angle was really weird, but we were from 80 yards on the dot. Wow, that never happens. This one is not nearly as impressive as blacktail can be, so we're definitely not going to take him home. Now, before we cross over the river here to go pick up that blacktail, we're going to keep looking, just to be safe and sorry, get as much value as we can out of our time, pick up as many zones, and see as many blacktail deer as possible. Ah, here we go. Here's some more blacktail coming in. There's a level 2 here. There's a level 3. Another level 3. Another level 3. Another level 3. A level 2. Another level 3. There's a lot of smaller males, but that's okay. We'll take what we can get. We just need to get set up in a position to be able to safely take them down without maiming their score. Alright, let's try to pinpoint which one's the biggest one and where he's going to be on this part of the river anyways. So that's 145, 177, 118, 112, 141, 147. That's a 4. I didn't see him. Okay. Period. So there's more and more and more blacktail coming into the area, but it looks like they're just does mostly. I do want this guy. I think he's the one. If I have to take down one, then that'll be him. But I'll probably try to take down 145 here as well. So normally I would try to get as close to my zero distance as possible, and I am going to stay zeroed at 164, but there's an entire body of water in between me and him. So I'm going to get to the water's edge, and hopefully that's going to be enough. I think it'll be a little less than what we need, a little less than enough, but we're going to do our best here to make it work. Alright, I think this is going to be about the best that I can get it without scaring somebody off, and if it has to be anybody, I don't want it to be him. So, let me see. 190? Alright, let me try to find 145. Okay, I have to be really fast about this. So it's like, bang, bang. Oh, I somehow hit him really good. I hit both of them really good. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't actually want to hit the mouse button. I just barely, like, flexed my middle finger, and I guess, like, the weight of my finger coming down was too fast or too hard or too heavy or whatever. But, I mean, that worked. That worked. Again, I'm gonna wait to go over to the other side of the river to pick up any bodies, because I want to make sure Ooh. Okay. Because, again, I want to make sure that I'm seeing as much as I can and getting as many zones as possible, trying to get as much value out of the hunt here. So that I can come back in the future, and I don't have to worry about anything. Okay, there's a level 3 there. There's a level 4. Ooh, that's diamond potential. Okay, let's not freak out. Let's not freak out. I'm gonna wait for him to turn and see what I can do here. He has a max level of 161. Diamond. Oh wait, no, that's not. Never mind. I'm freaking out. That's not diamond potential. I'm thinking of whitetail. But he will be the biggest buck that we've killed so far, and I will take it. So as it turns out, there is a blacktail zone here. It says 1. There's clearly not just one deer drinking here. But there is a blacktail zone right here, this little lake next to the river. Be cognizant of that if you want to be up on this part of the river, because you are going to end up scaring somebody off if you're not careful. Alright, let's see what he's got here. 153.48. That's... Man, I was for sure that this guy was gonna be closer to 160, because he had like 161, and just look at his antlers. I don't know, man. That's just really disappointing. I am still gonna taxidermize him, just because he's a nice looking buck, whatever, but he's just not as big as I want him to be. Look at his little crab claws. I kind of hate him for like how low he scored, but he's a very handsome buck, so I kind of love him, so I'm kind of torn. And as it turns out, the other bucks at this zone here have already returned. However, I think I'm just going to leave them alone. I don't want to risk ruining the pressure. I could technically take one more if I wanted to, but I think I'm just going to leave it be. Oh, there's another zone right here immediately to the left. Okay. How many of you are there? Is it just you, madam? Is it just you? Now is the time where we're going to have to switch to our night vision binoculars just to be able to see. Yeah, it's just her. That's sad, but it's okay. Oh, there's some more ducks down here. I think that's another piebald there. He is awful bright looking. Well, that's just, they score 17, max of 17. We're looking for 19 or 20. I did see a mallard, earlier in passing that had a max score of 20, and that's a really, really good sign. But I'm not seeing anything of any particular value higher than 17 here, so that's a shame. Actually, upon further inspection, that's a piebald female. There's a piebald male, so there's at least 2 piebalds in this flock here. But again, it's not something that I'm gonna waste a lot of time on. I already have a diamond. Oh, that's a really big herd. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. Level 2 male, 88. Level 2, max of 92. Level 2 max of 103. Level 3 max of 155. Level 3 max of 150. That one's gonna be a level 3 max of 148. Nothing impressive, unfortunately. But I do want to take something from this herd just to have something respawn in it. I'm probably going to take the level 3 here with a max of 155, and if I can take a second one, it'd probably be this guy here. From this distance, I can 0 for 328, and it should be okay. I just have to be really, really quick about this, because this guy seems to be moving around a lot. And then there goes the other one. I didn't have time. If I can slow down, I can probably... I don't know. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be possible, guys. Yeah, it's not possible. It's okay. But if I'm not mistaken, we did get the biggest one. Is he laying down? Yeah, we got the biggest one. That'll work. So we've got about 40 more minutes of walking along this stretch of river here before we actually have to go back and change the time. Before we do that, we are going to pick up the bucks that we've killed here today and go change the time and move on to a different part of the lake. Okay, there's a couple blacktail ahead of me. I was warning called by a male. I'm going to turn my light off just so I can have like a better view here. You guys probably can't see very well. It's super dark, but I'm not gonna speed crawl here, but I am going to try to stay as upright as possible to try to pick him out of the fucking foliage here. That's going to be a little bit of a difficult task. Oh shit, they're right in front of me, they're right in front of me, they're right in front of me. Okay. They're just, like, over the hill there, over the hump. So I'm going to try to get in here. And hopefully it's not going to be a problem. It said they were, like, 50 yards ahead of me, and I don't see anyone, man. God, this is tough. This is tough shit. It would help better if I had brought a call with me, but I can't see anybody. Is there anyone across here that I can see? Well, no. Damn. Well, I'm not really sure on what to do here, because I don't have a caller, and if I get up and move, they're gonna run. Well, I mean, I can't see them anyway, so let's just go ahead and rip the band-aid off. Oh, it's just a level 3? Dead. And there were more just over there, 120 yards away. That's okay. That's okay. We'll go ahead and pick him up, because he was nothing special, but I think I stressed myself out a little too much over a little bit of nothing here. He was only a silver scoring 111.45 anyway. The shot was a little further back than I would have liked, but we were kind of in a stressed position. We were very much so freaking out. We were in a bit of a dangerous spot, so at least we hit vital. Let's try to make a mad dash over here and see if we can at least get their zone or spot any of them that's still in the area that might be running off. I can see an outpost there at the top of the mountain there, so that's probably where we're gonna go to reset the time. Oh. Oh, oh, oh! Oh my! Oh my! These are humongous stags! Oh man! 185, and then there was one with a max of 178. Oh man, he's obviously gonna be the bigger buck here. He's not gonna score anywhere close to his max. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. Slow down, buddy. Slow down. Slow down, slow down. I'm not gonna be able to hit him. I'm not gonna be able to hit him. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to hit him. But I did get Mr. 185 there. That was intense. That was very intense. I did not expect to spot him. And on my way to go pick him up, I've spotted another tiny zone here. There's just one guy, but we're also like 360 yards away, somewhere in there. So maybe we'll have some time to go over there and spawn more in the closer we get. But I do want to take a look over here and see if there's like 2 zones on top of each other. I did get the bigger one's zone. I did get the set 178 zone. So there's a zone here, and then there's a zone over here, like Riverside and then Lakeside. Oh my god, this is scary. Okay, let's see. 170! Oh man! And I hard shot him. That's really cool. Man, talk about a big buck. He is currently the biggest blacktail deer I have killed to date. To date. So this is crazy. This is crazy. He's a gorgeous, gorgeous buck. I mean, I made a joke about some crab claws earlier on one of the smaller bucks, but look at these things. Look at the curvature of the tines. I don't have the time. Yeah, it's just after like 200 hours. So I don't have the time to wait on him to come back, but I'm definitely going to come back here at some point. And this guy is still here at his zone drinking like nothing ever happened. He's out here by his lonesome. I don't see anybody to my left either, so I think best case scenario here is... Hello? 180. I'm not gonna wait around and look for him. Usually diamonds don't just call out like that, I think. So we're gonna go, I guess, change the time. But I think first what we're gonna do is make our way across the river here, and we're gonna go pick up everybody that we've taken down along the way, so bear with me. So, on my way back to where we shot this buck, I'm pretty sure, the blacktail zones, despite it being after, like, 200 hours, the animals are still coming back to us. They're still coming back to their zones. So, I noticed that the buck scoring 150 returned to his zone here, and I went ahead and took him out as well. So, let's pick him up and see what we got. They were both level 3s, respectively, one being with a max of 155 and one being with a max of 150. This guy scored 125.39, so this is roughly 9 or so points below gold. We're definitely not going to, take him home with us today. The shot was a little too far back, but we were still able to clip lung. We definitely didn't account for distance all that much. We should have. Hello, I'm talking here. Get the fuck out. Yeah, leave. So I guess I went ahead and picked up the trophy while I was freaking out about the bear, which is fine. So, I mean, there wasn't much to say about him anyways. Let's get this guy. There we go. 318 yards away. Double lung shot. Not bad. I just wish it wasn't on a silver scoring 131.77. I mean, he was just barely under gold. Just barely. A hair under gold. This one is a nicer buck than the one that we just picked up, but still, we're not going to take him home with us. Alrighty, on to our next buck. This one was a level 4, scoring 142.44. We shot him from 201 yards away, so pretty far out distance, and he was quartered to us. This is about a center lung, I think, that you could have gotten without him being entirely broadside. Shots like this are incredibly hard to take. You really have to know where to look, and if I'm being honest, I was just taking a pot shot. I'm not very good at quartered away and quartered to shots, so I'm glad this ended up working out in our favor, because I feel as though if I had moved to the other side of the scapula there, I probably would have ended up maiming the shot and he would have got away. Alrighty, I do believe this would be the last buck along this river here. Let's take a look. 118.03, that is a pitiful score. But at least there's going to be a respawn for the herd that he was in. We shot him from 245.83 yards away, so we're going to round that up and say 246 yards. Let's see where the shot placement was. I remember this one. I remember this one, because he was very much so quartered away. And usually, when it comes to quartered away shots, instinctively, I want to be over here, because if you look at the deer, if you look at his body the way that it looks from this angle, right? You're going to expect, like, hey, the lung, usually when you hit broadside, is going to be here in the armpit. But when he's quartered away to you like this, if you were to shoot in that armpit, you're just hitting bone, you're hitting joint, you're missing your vital organ. So what you want to do, actually, is aim further back into the body, closer to the hip. That way it enters the body and hits the vital. I'm probably not explaining this very well, but it's something that I struggle with a little bit still. I've gotten a lot better. Anyway, we're definitely not going to keep this guy. He's not anything to write home to mom about, just like a lot of the deer that we've killed today. So we're just going to keep the ball rolling here. It is currently well after 200 hours. It's 21:17 right now in game, so it's pretty late. Let's go back and reset the time. Now that we've been to this river here, I do want to come back because I do want to take down that 177, that one with the max of 177. Anyways, they also drink at this lake here, across the lake. They drink at this lake, or part of the river, I suppose. They do drink here, they do drink here, they do drink up here at these little lakes, they drink at these lakes especially, they drink at these lakes. They are all over the right side of the map here, so we definitely have a lot of ground to cover, and I'm not really sure where to go next. So, wherever I go, I will see you on the bank side. Well, we're here at the Mushroom Lake, and that's a bear. We're not here for him, though. We're here at the Mushroom Lake here on Layton, and I did bring the bleak collar only because it has a higher, like, effective rate. So, and we should be well within range to use it, especially here at this zone in front of me. There's a female here, and I did get mating calls from a doe, but I'm hoping there's going to be some bucks here. I'm going to try to use this collar while I'm in the stand. That way I don't have to worry about getting too close to this particular zone and scaring somebody or multiple people off. This bear is going to end up scaring off my deer, and that's concerning because I really don't want to have to shoot him and scaring off all the fucking animals here. Yeah, there we go. That's for the best, buddy. Well, there's a buck coming in, but he's awful tiny, and I don't know how I feel about that. Wow, he's very tiny. If I have to take him, I will. A respawn is a respawn, but I'd like to evaluate better options while I'm here. Seeing a lot of does come in, not a whole lot of bucks. The only buck that I saw was at level 2, so if I have to take the level 2, I will, but I really don't want to. This wind is also diabolical. They're coming right towards me from this direction, and the wind is blowing right in their face, and I don't have any scent eliminator, so it's not going to be, you know, very good for me here. But I'm still going to wait it out and see what happens. Well, the buck is fleeing. Cool. That leaves me with this doe, and I'm not going to shoot a doe. I'm just not unless she's rare. Well, I guess that means we're going to go ahead and get out. This zone was not super great, but that's okay. There's another doe there. There's multiple females to my left. There's some female elk here. There's some elk cow. Oh, that's a male elk. Well, I think that's going to be better than any of the deer that I take while I'm here today, so I think I am going to go ahead and take him. There was another male elk in the area. I'm going to try to find him and see just how big he is. Oh, he was just a 2, so I did take the bigger one. So that's going to be a good respawn for this area. There's another level 3 here with a max of 266. I think he might have been the bigger male, maybe? Either way, it's going to be okay because it's just a respawn. Anyway, let's see what this big guy scores. 276.08, so this guy was the bigger male. Very interesting. The first shot here barely missed the heart, went right over it, but we were still able to hit that double lung shot. And that's not a terrible shot either. A little high, but it was just high enough to like pass through one lung and into the other. But then again, we were only from 142 yards, so I figured that would have happened anyway. Somehow we hit the liver on this shot, and I don't know how, but either way, that's just another vital organ taken down. That's just a faster death. So this works out. I don't think I'm going to keep him. I already have my diamond, and I have tons of other gold elk in the lodge, so we're going to say bye-bye to this guy. I am still going to come down here to, like, survey the rest of the lake, because I'm sure I have other zones that are further out, further away, that are not going to be affected by the shots taken here, and they're definitely not going to hear the calls that I've been giving out, so let's see who all else is down here. Oh, shit. Where'd he go? Oh my. What? How did I do that? What the fuck? Did this guy, okay, that guy is, that's a 4 with a max 169, not worried about it. There's a 5 at our feet. Okay, well, I don't know what business they have up there, but I don't give a fuck, huh? Is there anybody else within the vicinity that I need to know about? Because that was fucking wild. That was wild. He had a maximum of over 200. That is gnarly. That is disgusting. Hang on, I'm going to use my night vision binoculars just to be safe and sorry. Yeah, there's nobody here of any other value. I don't think, other than maybe that 4. And I don't think I'm going to stick around and try to find that 4. Crossing my fingers? No fucking way. No fucking way! No way! Oh my god. Oh my god. So 177.58 is diamond for a black-tailed deer, and he had a maximum score estimate of over 200, so that's a little disappointing that he wasn't at least that little bit closer to his maximum, like somewhere in the 180s range. That would have been nice. It would have been hilarious, actually. He just barely made it above diamond, but he's still a diamond nonetheless. And the shot was very rushed, very panicked. He was mid-movement, but we were still able to hit the right lung and the liver, so that's 2 vital organs down, instantaneous kill. I would have liked for the shot to be a little more forward. I like my shots to stay more heart and lung centric, if I can help it, obviously. But this is really fucking cool. This is really cool. In fact, fun story. Very fun story, if I must tell it. And it's gonna be funny to me, but it's not gonna be funny to my hunting partner Nathan. Very, very, very long time ago, my cousin and hunting partner Nathan also did a blacktail grind. Like, he's got the tripods and the tree stands out, and he's teleporting across the map, and he's doing his herd management and all of this shit. Took him hundreds, if not thousands, I think, of blacktail to sift through just to find one. When I say this man went on a crusade for like 2 weeks straight just to find a blacktail deer. Now, I myself have never been in a position to actually go out of my way to want a diamond blacktail deer, per se. I just wanted something to do today that I've never really focused on, like blacktail deer. Blacktail deer have never been my primary focus. I've killed more whitetail than blacktail easily in PlayStation 4 and PC copies, as well as Xbox copies of this game. They are just not really a high priority for me. I much prefer whitetail. So just being out and about and being away for months and then coming back and finding one of these is insane. All right, I'm done wigging out. I'm done running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Let's taxidermize him and let's go put him in the lodge. Ah, it feels so good to be back. Now, my primary objective when playing Call of the Wild, it's why I've spent so long playing it and spent like years documenting my progress just about. My primary goal is to find a diamond, one diamond, at least one, of every species in the game. And blacktail have never really been like a primary focus. Like, I've never sat down and been like, yeah, let's go and get my diamond blacktail. Now, I have been like that for certain species, like whitetail, like elk, like springbok, water buffalo, Cape buffalo, tigers even, especially wolves, because wolves are my favorite. But now that we do have a diamond blacktail, I'm going to take this diamond muley down, and I'm going to put this guy in place of it. Because right across the way here from the diamond blacktail that I'm putting up, if I can find the proper... Yeah, there we go. Because here's a diamond whitetail, and I think I have a few between platforms. I have a few of them. But now there's a blacktail and a whitetail, and they just simply complement each other much more than a whitetail and a muley. Now I need to find a place for the mule deer to go. Well, I guess we can put the mule deer out here, right? Oh yeah, this works. This works very well. He looks very, very nice next to my nil guy. And we do have a couple gold blacktail to go put in our lodge, but we're gonna worry about the gold lodge another day. I would like to do another tour, like a lodge tour at some point. Especially since I haven't really covered my other lodges, so if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, let me know. Anywho, I think that's gonna do it for me today. That's another species down on the diamond list, so if you like what you've seen from me today, leave a like, subscribe if you want, ring the dinner bell for notifications next time I go live, or next time there's a new upload. I do have an Insta Lodge. I affectionately refer to it as my Insta Lodge, at least. It's where all of my extra Call of the Wild content goes that doesn't quite make it into the YouTube videos. So that's harvest screenshots, that's tour lodges especially, and that's other little bits here and there that don't quite make it into the YouTube channel. So if that's something you're also interested in, you can check that out. You can also go to my TikTok, where I do post little segments and little clips of my Call of the Wild adventures with not just my solo maps, but with my other friends and my hunting partner Nathan. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me today. It's been so good getting to sit down and hunt with you again, and I hope to see you next time. Roll the tape. Hey there, thanks again for watching my video. If you'd like, you can select the link to my right to subscribe today, or if you're looking for more Xander content, you can select the links to the left of me to watch even more of my videos. Or if you'd like to keep in touch, you can check out the links below and find me on all your other favorite social platforms. And with that, it was great to see you again. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time.